That first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And once again,
I don't know why you can't play computer ball one time. You see what I'm saying?
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And incomplete here on third down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here. He keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture of the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. A good start, a long way to go.
And you know a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title.
Like twice
doesn't count.
Alex Miller had to take one of my wide receivers for that quarterback for the game.
31. They go play action here on first down.
Yeah, he won't come in that quarterback.
Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted.
If he do wildcat the whole game.
Kettle Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell.
A very big game 5 is upon us here in round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Rudy Johnson, joining with me and Smith and Big Diesel Podium. Tonight, I'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks against the New York Knicks. New York.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The numbers for him from a week ago, 9 catches, 112 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. This is Breida. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Tell that nigga I said, wow,
they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. So left side, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Corral. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end,
still first down.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight
AP that
to learn how to do
nigga?
it
Really?
without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They run with Breida. And past the 30, down to about the 27. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now it's Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49 touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And this one through the uprights and good. A 10-play
you wrote that nigga that?
And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he got to play
borders on arrogance.
You know, you can't be late.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some
I
safer routes after the interception
bro.
that ended their last drive. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
I play a Sunday night, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards.
Nigga said broadcast against the computer for what?
I like the
What you
idea
want
to
to
mix
see?
it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable.
No,
But
for real,
the
what you want to see?
execution was a little lacking on this one, right? You might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
what I
and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And just like
I can
it's
play the motherfucker 2-3 times.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction.
Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is going to be 49er football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And very little running room there. He did get a
goal. Nigga, quit writing me, nigga.
Up to the 49.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They run it with McKinnon, and he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they had these measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
About a motherfucking broadcast, like why? It's yet to be answered. Niggas can't give me a truthful answer of why.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly.
My broadcast up, so it don't matter.
I think it says you got a brother. I don't say you got to be online.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance.
My shit like that.
And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Yeah, I need a
beautiful fake.
Yeah,
now he bowls him over. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, but now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes some people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a game that we just saw, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And an alley to run.
You want some Jesus Cup? Yeah.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
On the positive side, it did pick up a first down, and it was a decent gain. But from the defense's perspective, they're pretty happy it didn't break big. And when that happens, offense is now showing its hand. They've shown us that play. Maybe we can hold them the rest of the game.
Oh, my God. I can't do shit. Like why would the game do some shit like this? I knew God and fucking
down to the 10. It's a good
Andre
gain of 11, sets
shit.
him up
Like, what the
first
fuck
and
is wrong with
goal.
that? I mean, 2K.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that
I'm a shooting guard,
great
nigga.
success.
The fuck?
How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move.
Yeah, I'm a
and
whole
more and more
peer
guys
shot.
who are a lot more
And they try to say
mobile
he's
and
better
can get out in
than
front of that
AD,
type of a play.
They say that he's better than AD. Fucking,
And he will take
Anthony
it
Davis.
on in for a giant touchdown. In for
Huh?
the score. And the Giants.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know. Yeah, you took my sickle, shorty?
Huh?
No, okay, shorty. Left you.
On first down,
That shit
Garoppolo.
up out of there, pussy.
And he fires one that's
Should have
intercepted.
been more than some more
Picked off
shit.
right around the 43. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not
Niggas
instant
gonna step in there
replay.
and
This is a
do some other
defense that
shit.
is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 22. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
My niggas talking
As
about
his
getting in
guys
the
are
end
in
zone.
for
Ready,
6.
hit.
And the
At the back of the end
Giants
zone.
are in for 6.
Huh?
Roses to add the extra
Nigga
point.
caught the ball at the beginning of the end zone. He caught it on the run. Scored and walked all the way to the back of the end zone. He nigga smashed my nigga at the back of the end
And the
zone.
lead is now 14 to 10.
What a flag, bro.
Rosas now to kick this one
I
away.
really don't know why the fuck I'm broadcast. I don't get it.
Fielded
Can't
about a
restart
yard
this
deep.
computer, man. How the fuck
And
do you
nice
set
work
this
on the
clock,
return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
You know, yeah, I mean, they pretty much trying to make sure niggas ain't glitching the computer out. Pretty much the best.
The nigga got 5,000 passing
And
yards.
San
Come on, bro. Let's be
Francisco
real.
gets set to go here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an
He's a
interception.
submission.
We'll see if they can do better.
They throw the ball
I want
off.
to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now in this drive after what happened on the last
Go look at
one.
it.
On the first play. Give the quarterback some
See
confidence.
what happens.
I play him next
He's
week
going to
too.
get this all the way down inside the
5,000.
35. That one goes for 36 yards.
I heard this nigga quarterback blow the game, bro.
Drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
I got Alex. Alex Smith back there.
Here's Garoppolo.
But I'm about to tell him, bro, I started getting
It's a short one here, complete to
on the
his
computer,
tight
bro. I'm
end.
gonna start that shit over.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup
Word.
there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Like, you know me, like, I play like a regular game, like.
It is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league.
That's all
I would
I
have
know.
a really difficult time.
But now you get to see you and me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it?
Send me what you
Really nice game right there on first down for them.
Yeah, you
Brings
get
up a
5,000
nice second
passes.
down for them.
They try to throw on
On
second
that
down,
motherfucking
but this one
pigskin,
is
nigga.
incomplete.
To the right nigga.
This defense has been very
bro.
disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. Front and back, working in sync, only way to play good defense.
This is caught at the 8. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Nigga, it's week 14. Actually,
so it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
I play you next week. I know I play you week 60, week 50.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Week 16, I play
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. The stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Garoppolo again. Don't get too much Spanish shit, bro. Let it get cold when you live it.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout.
You out here with shorts on. I'm out here with a whole hoodie and some pajama pants type shit.
I can't believe this nigga said dude got old there.
New York set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
It was tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the team is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10. Third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick by Rosas is good. So we come, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. Gold now out to kick it away.
50-plus touchdowns. You see, passing touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
I mean, I'm 5 yards add up, though.
And the Giants ready to come out now. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Drive with Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Going up top. It got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's it up.
Touchdown, 49ers! Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a 2nd guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them. This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A first throw for the backup Wilson. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
There's Wilson to throw, and Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are in for 6. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Take it in at the 22. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a deep.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Solomon Thomas in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll go with a keeper, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. It's their quarterback, his second touchdown. Garoppolo now, first down throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. A dump down to McKenna. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Garoppolo now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go. Like 20.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. Back to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Boy, stays up. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 33. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll try and run it here, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. First down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Again to Henry. And past the 30 down to about the 27. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Henry. Down right around the 25. Michael Brocker's in on the stop. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And Rosas puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. He's back to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And it's incomplete. So now only 7 seconds remain. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Hey, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end. But they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Niners,
I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks.